Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to another new song from Neon Graves off of their new album, All That Brings Us Down. It's dropped recently. I wanted to do a full album reaction, but I'm not sure I'll be able to get to all the videos in time to also properly listen to and absorb it by the time my album of the year list is done and all of that, so I'm not totally sure, but I'm going to do what I can, same for Before I Turn. But today we're going to be checking out the second track off of the album, which is called Traveler. I'm very excited about this. A lot of you said it was your favorite one off the album or a really good song, whatever the case may be. I love Neon Graves. I've done a few Neon Graves reactions, so my thoughts on them are definitely out there if you need them or want them or anything. I've talked about it. I love the clean vocals, unclean vocals, the instrumentals with Neon Graves. I just love Neon Graves. So I'm very stoked for this. I'm going to stop talking and we're going to get straight into it.
Claw my way. Risen from the background, I'm touching for blood. I want to call and explode. Just bleeding, not dead. The color flies through the eggs. Who's the one you say when I never had a voice? Say I had no choice, traveling through tragedy. You can't save me from myself. I feel forgotten for your love. You can't save me from myself. Over and over again, I'm writing to it this man, but I'm still lost in the end. Never to forget. So pull me out. Yeah, let us out from my mouth. So pull me out. Pull me out.
Those second pull me out vocals. Love that bass drop. Okay, so Neon Graves, Traveler, let's discuss. Neon Graves, keeping on track. This is another really good one off of this album. There's something a bit different in that intro. No idea what that noise is that's used there, but it's very cool. The vocals, they kick in aggressively, which of course I'm here for it. Then they continue on throughout the song to be pretty sweet as well. So not just the intro, but they come in pretty aggressively. You get some aggressive vocals throughout it. I really liked the vocals overall in this song. For the most part, I wouldn't say they have my favorite or anything, but like if you take the word out during the line "claw my way out," that's what I'm talking about. Also, the instrumental pace change on that part is awesome as well. It seems like they did some really cool stuff with the lyrical word out on Claw My Way Out a few different times. I'll get to the next one when we go over that. I always try to like go in the order of how I remember listening to the song when I do these outros. So when I get to that part, I will get there. The instrumental pace change was very cool on that first one though. So as I always say with Neon Graves, I loved the clean vocals, of course, for many reasons that I've touched on before in my other Neon Graves reaction videos that I've done. So if you haven't seen any of those and you're curious what I'm talking about, feel free to go back and watch them because it's definitely something that I've touched on. So I won't retouch on all the things that I have said about Christopher's vocals in the past, but for many reasons I enjoyed this, and I think something so key is pronunciation and maybe the way he does certain words. Like on this song, it was the word tragedy for me. That was like the way that he kind of drags it out and like the tones that it goes through. It sticks out to me so much. It's all drawn out and fun to sing along to. It just hits differently for me when some of the words are done that way, I guess. I don't know. This is something that I'm just figuring out as I'm listening along to Neon Graves. I think I'm picking stuff apart more because I'm doing these videos, but something I noticed today is definitely related to like some of those lines that are all drawn out and a lot of fun in my opinion. So love that. In this one, there are more effects used. I love it. Again, nothing too crazy, but still noticeable. I like the bass type stuff that's almost like a heartbeat that you hear. It's something that you hear, I think, in a lot of pop music and not so much, well, that's not true. I'm hearing it more lately than we used to, but it normally I feel like is a pop music type thing that you hear more often, and I'm hearing that more like this year and last year, and I like that a lot. So love that. The bass drops that you get in this song are also awesome. There's not too many and there's nothing like too insane. Like there are some songs that have like those bass drops where you're like, what the hell? Like it really drops, but there were just a couple of noticeable ones. Definitely one that I really noticed, and I feel like I'm getting a lot more bass drops in these songs that I've been reacting to the last few days. So I'm here for it. Love to notice it. I hope I'm not just randomly starting to notice it and like all of the songs have always had it and now I'm just mentioning it, but probably not. So anyway, when you get to the part that says, I claw my way out again, so it's the next time that you get it. I was talking about this a few minutes ago. On the out part, it's another line where it's sticking out to me, not just vocally this time, because that's the part on the second time when you get it where the effects kind of come into play. It's lined up just so that vocal note. So not only are the vocals on that part really cool, but also the effect coming in at the same time. I love that. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, those effects might feel like small details in the song, but I feel like if we were to hear this Neon Graves album, or at least the songs I've heard off of it thus far, and some of those elements were not in the songs, it would be massively noticeable. So even though they seem like smaller elements, I think it really does add a lot to the song. I always say that small elements add big details or whatever makes sense, but I really feel that way. I think that if we listened to a version of these songs that didn't have those in there, that it just would not be the same. So you even hear it kind of echoing out in the outro. So I like that a lot too. You hear that effect kind of echoing out. And again, I think that those are small but make massive differences to these songs. There you have it. I know some people mention this as a favorite, but I think that my favorites remain Disdain and Violent Noises for the chorus. The chorus on Violent Noises is probably my favorite chorus off of this album so far, but my favorite overall song has been Disdain, and that's still the same after hearing this one, I believe. So this is still a really strong song. I just think that it's not going to be my favorite based off of everything else I've heard off this album so far, and I still have a bunch of tracks that I have not heard yet. So like I said, I'm trying to do a full album reaction. I don't 100% know that I will be able to, especially with how close we're getting to the end of the year, but I'm going to do my best. So if it comes down to it, let me know which ones you really want to see reaction videos for in the comments so that I can try to take that into account when I'm doing this. I just wanted to give a quick shout out also to the Neon Graves guys. This is an awesome song, but also they've been incredibly kind to me always. They've always been super kind. A very nice band, and it really means a lot to me when bands are nice like that, and they, because you're never sure really when you're making these types of videos if people will like it, if they'll be like, what are you doing, or whatnot. I was very nervous starting up my channel, and Neon Graves, I know I reacted to them in the beginning when my channel was newer, I believe, and they've just always been super supportive and nice when it comes to my channel and everything in general. So shout out to the Neon Graves guys for being awesome. I really appreciate you all. This album has been fantastic so far. So that is that. There we have it. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and if you have an unrelated song that you would like to see added to either of the lists that I work off of when I'm doing request-based videos. Both links will be in the description, as well as the invite link to the Discord server. Like I always say, we've had a lot of people joining in the last few days, so if you're interested in coming to join, coming to hang out, I will link it in the description, of course. Love the Discord server and love my people in the Discord server, so shout out to everybody there for being awesome too and making 2020 so much more awesome for me. I love that sense of community that we've had, so thank you all very much. And lastly, if you are enjoying the style of music, bands, and content that I post on my YouTube channel, I post more music-related content on Instagram. My handle there is Rachel Reacts. It's the same as my YouTube channel, but I will put it up here on the screen for you if you have any interest in following me, as well as link it in the description. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.